Alright, it's at Love Clark. Now, by now, most of you guys know, if you've watched any of my videos, or go just do a Google search of at Love Clark, you'll see that I'm connected as Michael Anthony Holloway on Facebook. That is my real name. Okay, this is my coat of arms from England, Royal Holloways. Okay, now, ooh, big deal. Look how I ain't nothing now, but here, I wanted to go over this name, my name, okay, and history, because I thought it was interesting, very interesting. Okay, Holloway is a name of ancient Anglo-Saxon origin. It comes from a family once having lived as inhabitants at the Holloway or Holy Way. The Holy Way. Holloway is a topographic surname which was given to a person who resided near a physical feature, such as a hill, stream, church, or type of tree. Habitation names form the other broad category of surnames that were derived from place names. Holloway early origins. The surname Holloway was first found in Middlesex at Holloway, a district in the parish of Illington, Finsbury Division of the hundred, Oslatone. Today it is part of Greater London. There are a few different possible origins of the place name, but the generally accepted origin is from the Old English words Hol plus weg, which evolved to mean the road with a hollow, or the hollow road, hallowed be thy name, all that kind of stuff. One of the first listings of the district was 1307, when it was listed as Le Holloway. So maybe there's a little Frenchy dude with my blood. The English language only became standardized in the last few centuries. Therefore, spelling variations are common among early Anglo-Saxon names. As the form of the English language changed, even the spelling of literate people's names evolved. Holloway has been recorded under many different variations, including Holloway, Holloway, and Hollywood. See that? My name's Hollywood. Alright, so. And go ahead and tell on us, okay? Because no big deal. They use the wood from holly. Druids or whatever use the wood from holly to make wands with for their magic. So that's even why Hollywood's called Hollywood. So if you want to, ooh, I'm some kind of Illuminati. Anyway, early history. Okay, let's see. Some of the Holloway family moved to Ireland, but this topic is not covered in this excerpt. Okay. The Great Migration. For many English families, the political and religious disarray that shrouded England made the faraway New World an attractive prospect. On cramped, disease-ridden ships, thousands migrated to those British colonies that would eventually become Canada and the United States. These hardy settlers that survived the journey often went on to make important contributions to the emerging nations in which they landed. Analysis of immigration records indicates that some of the first North American immigrants bore the name Holloway, or a variant listed above. First analysis of immigration records indicates that some of the first North American immigrants bore the name Holloway, so we were some of the first people. Holloway settlers in the United States in the 17th century. Edie Holloway settled with Elizabeth Joe, 1635. We go back pretty far. So these are the people. They landed 1635. Now we want to move on down because that just shows through history, people. Now, Australia. Holloway settlers in Australia. John Holloway, convict from Middlesex, was transported aboard Alma. Okay. Samuel Holloway, English convict, was transported aboard the Agamemnon. Sorry. Benjamin Holloway, English convict, from Middlesex, was transported aboard the Asia. Now, remember, you guys ain't you blacks ain't the only people that got shipped off on boats. And we don't know if these people committed real crimes or not, but the point is, most people should know Australia was made, colonized and made by white people for the purpose of putting people in prison that they couldn't deal with in England and Europe. Thomas Holloway, English convict, transported aboard the America. Henry Holloway arrived aboard the ship John Munn. Now he did not, I guess he did not come here. He went willingly. Now more. Holloway settlers in New Zealand. Charles Holloway, age 24. Auckland, farmer, laborers. Okay, so farm, labor, workers, see? Okay. Emmanuel Holloway arrived in Auckland aboard the Steinwerder. Mary Holloway arrived upon the Helen Sea. Okay, now let's look at these notable names, because I thought they were pretty cool. Alright? I thought they were damn cool. William Judson Holloway. Now, I'm going to tell you right now, there's plenty of black Holloways, and the reality of that is that we're not related by blood. I mean, anyone with common sense and knows a little history and can face reality, not a politically correct, colorblind idiocy, would know that, there's a lot of Holloways with that last name that are black. Okay, that's not our ancestors, that is our slaves that we used to own. Okay, and they took our last name. Holloways had a lot of money. When they came over, I'm sure they had a lot of slaves. Okay, now, so you might see, a lot of times you look up Holloway and you'll find a lot of musicians, jazz musicians, different kind of musicians and singers. They're black, or they're like, sports stars or something. But we're going to go over this anyway. William Judson Holloway, Jr., American jurist, Chief Judge of the United States Court of Appeals for the 10th Circuit, 1984-1991. Okay, so we had a judge. This is the saxophonist, James W. Red Holloway, probably a black man. Ralph Holloway, American physical anthropologist. Josh Holloway, American television and film actor. Seen him and met him. Brenda Holloway, American singer and songwriter. Now here's the one I like. It's a big time. Okay, Admiral James Lemuel Holloway Jr., Superintendent of the United States Naval Academy from 1947 to 1950. Chief of Naval Personnel from 1953 to 1957. Commander-in-Chief of all United States Naval Forces in the Eastern Atlantic and Mediterranean. from 1957 to 1959. So that shows right there we had big time people serving. There's lots of Holloways have served big places and positions. Mr. Sidney Holloway, age 20, English clothes presser from Southampton, Hampshire, who worked aboard the RMS Titanic and died in the sinking and was recovered by C.S. Mackay Bennett. Interesting. Had bad dreams, lots of dreams. I'm scared of water. I'm scared of I don't want to sink. It's one way I don't want to die is by drowning. Mr. MacDonald Holloway, British Telegraph, who sailed into battle on the Prince of Wales and died during the sinking. Another sink. Miss Charlotte Holloway, Nee, Oliver, California, first-class passenger from Quebec, Canada, who was traveling aboard the Empress of Ireland and died in the sinking. God dang. Excuse me. But, jeez. Sir Barry Holloway, Australian-born Papua New Guinea politician, Speaker of the National Parliament. Okay. Now, the family crests and stuff, you know. You got it, but they got this stupid shit covering it. Looks like we had some kind of crescent. Let's look at the images. Okay, we got the crescent. Sometimes they're different, so see. Holloway. They always have the little knight at the top. Now this one has like goats or rams right here. The bottom. Okay. See those little hooks? Okay. They look like hoops, almost like a hoop for an earring. I don't know if that's a Saturn symbol or a crescent moon. Now this other one, it has like I don't know what it has, a griffin or something on top of it. Okay, now that's Ludlow. That's not me. Now here's another Holloway family. I don't understand crescents. Well, I kind of do, and it makes me wonder, what kind of Freemason shit did they put in my family? Okay, so if we click on this one, let's click on that one. Let's click on it and zoom in on it. Okay. So it has some kind of animal, or I don't know what that is at the top for sure. And you got like the knights. And what are these? I don't know. Keefy Poo, Queenie, maybe y'all can give some insight into this coat of arms. But this is going to be our new flag for. That's going to be the new flag I'm going to stand in front of. Is my family crest. The Holloways. I'm proud of it. You saw it, the Holy Way. Okay. And you might say, oh, they love to make their names sound holy and all that blah, blah, blah. Yeah, so, my kids are playing math games. Yeah, okay, anyway. So, So, you guys, beware. Okay? Beware. And be strong and be still. Okay? But just beware of that. You know, we're Hollywood. Holloway. As a matter of fact, my grandpa Holloway, my dad's dad, was in the Air Force. Army first, and then it was Army Air Force, and when it finally divided, a complete division between the two, he went along with the Air Force side, and he got to be in the secret division where they're helping build the rockets to the first rockets to send up to test to see if they could send them to space, and he helped send some of those monkeys up there, supposedly. Now, he had a lot of stories, okay, that he would tell me, but they were only after he was you know, allowed to talk. So I do have a lot of family that were police and military and all that. So yeah, you want to call me criminal, whatever, but I do know that I have family that served. I have family, a lot of my family served, so I do know what military is about. I have not served myself, but being raised around it is very similar to, much easier to understand how they are if you have to live with them, okay? And I lived with my grandpa Holloway for a while when my parents were separated. And Lompoc, California, actually Vandenberg Village in Vandenberg Air Force Base, okay? And he was a cool guy, and he lived his whole life, and he died living in his home right there in Vandenberg Village. So, we are a family that's been here for a long time, and we've had a lot of people that contributed militarily and in a lot of different ways, and we are, you know, Hollywood. That's our last name, is Hollywood. I mean, you saw it. I said it, holy. It's the holy way, okay? The holy road. And I'm not saying I'm holy. I'm just trying to point out something that was interesting to me, okay? But like I said the other day, it's because my name's Hollywood. It's true. My name is Hollywood.